You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. Alright, I'm going to continue more on Rooster Teeth, or rather the fairy tale Rooster Teeth special. Okay, so Foul Chopper gets to meet Sabretooth. And at first, Foul Chopper isn't so sure about trusting Sabretooth since of Sting and Rogue are being framed, and they don't even know that they're being framed. And all of a sudden, Sting stops them and he says, listen, I have to find out who was responsible for this. I mean, come on, I'm leading a gang of wizards, my own guild. I am, after all, the guild master. And then Foul Chopper just looks at Sting funny and they go, hold on, you're the guild master, right? And Sting says, yeah, I am. And he smiles for a bit, but then his smile fades when Foul Chopper cracks up, and they tease him and make fun of him, and Sting is just annoyed, like, oh, really? And they were saying, please, you're not even an actual guild master. If you want to be a guild master, you gotta be old enough, you gotta be wiser, you gotta be more experienced. I mean, look, we got Master Makarov, and we got Lady Uba from Lamia Scale. And then the others are like, no, it's not Lady Uba, and it's more like Grandma. And then the other's like, Grandma? What? No, she's not that old. Oh, please. And then there's Master Bob from Blue Pegasus. Oh, him? I don't know anything about him. He seems a little bit too, makes me feel funny. Then Sting and Rogue are just like really annoyed. And then all of a sudden Sting looks at Rogue for a moment and they look like they got something up their sleeve. And then they manage to get away, but Lecter and Frosh know what they were up to. And by the time Foul Chopper turned around, they're like, where's the Guildmaster and the other dark-haired guy? And then Lecter and Frosh were keeping their faces straight from their amusement as they said, what are you talking about? You know, your, guild master, where'd he go? Oh, I don't know. The dark-haired guy, you mean Rogue? Yeah, Mr. Broody. Where did he go? Lecter and Frosh just turns away and they're like, I don't know. I want to know. But they're just like chuckling a bit and they're trying to keep it muffled. And Foul Chopper's like, you guys think this is funny that those two are missing? Just then they're kind of, they feel something coming at them and then they dodge it and then it happens again and again. And it turns out it's none other than Sting and Rogue. And then Foul Chopper are like really scared and they're like, okay, we'll trust you. We'll trust you, just don't hurt us. And Sting's like, you mean that? You really mean that? Just don't hurt us. We heard stuff about you guys. You guys used to be the most ruthless guild. We give up. We surrender. And then Sting is like, he just picks one of them up by the shirt and says, listen, we were once the ruthless guild of Sabretooth, but that has changed since the former one left, and now I'm the leader. And then one of them is like, oh really? Well, isn't that a coinkydink? And Sting's like, yes. And our former guild master actually was nothing more than an asshole. And they're like, he was? Oh yeah, I remember. And one of them's like, I remember. It's Giamma, right? Yeah. And was he responsible for whatever happened? Yeah, you could say that, Sting said. But it's not just him. it's also us too. And Sting's like, I mean, we are guilty of some things. And then Foul Chopper's like, sure, you guys, sure, okay, let's go with that. So they just abandoned them, but then Sabretooth comes across them again when they were facing off against Dark Guild wizards. And so Sting saves them after they were nearly in a near-death experience, and he rescues them from almost dying. And then Sting looks at Foul Chopper, who were hanging upside down from a rope, and said, "So, they're after you too, huh? So, what did you do? Did you steal something from a bank? Did you rob from another guild? Are you trying to keep something from me that I don't know about?" Sting said. And Foul Chopper's like, "Oh, no, nothing, really." But then they're like, "Listen, since this is your mess, can you just get us out of here before we're dead meat?" And Sting's like, "Oh, no, I'm not helping you down from there. No wonder this Dark Guild is coming after you. No wonder they want to really teach you a lesson." And that's when Marcus Canute speaks out and says, "You know, you might be right. We made fun of you. We were nothing but just a bunch of jacks. We were a bunch of donut holes. We were nothing more than just an evil band of thieves. So listen, we'll help you clear your names if you get us down from here. How about that?" And Sting said, I don't know. That negotiation is not going to get you guys anywhere. You see, you guys said some awful things about me being just not so experienced guild master. You see, you don't have to be young or old to be a guild master. It's fine. So then Foul Chopper knew that they were stuck, but there was a spell on it. So Sting decides to use that, but then all of a sudden, it doesn't work at first. But then Foul Chopper, like one of them says, "Oh yeah, about that. See, you have to use some sort of other dark magic to free us. How's that?" And Sting's like, now that is a problem. So, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Orga and Rogue used their dark powers and freed them, and they were released, but then they plopped safely on the ground, and they were like, "Whoa!" And they're like, "Whoa!" And then one of the members of Foul Chopper said, "Okay, that works too." And then Sting managed to get them up on their feet and says, "Listen, I don't have time for this. The Grand Magic Council was going to come and find me. Fairy Tale is in a nutshell as it is. They're trying to help find out who is responsible for this, and we're out trying to clear our names. So if you have anything better to do than just fool around, you're coming with us whether you like it or not, because we're going out there and we're going to have to find ourselves of the person who is responsible." And then Foul Chopper were like, "Well then, we're just trying to stay out of trouble because somebody is trying to provoke the Dark Guild mages. And what should we call you, sir?" says one of them. "Yeah, what should we call you, lad? Gent?" And Sting is like, "Look at me. Do I look like a lad or a gent to you? You can either call me Guildmaster Eucliffe or Sting. How's that?" "What is this, formalities?" says one of the Foul Chopper members. Guildmaster Euclid? Now you're really pulling our legs here. Like I said, you don't look anything like a guildmaster. And Sting just rolls his eyes and he's pretty annoyed and he's like, fine. Sting it is. Now, come on, you little chickens, roosters. And they're like, hey, we're Foul Chopper. We're not roosters or chickens. Well, I don't know. That looks like a chicken. He points over to the guild mark that they have and they just cover it and they're like, and Marcus Canute says, it is a rooster. And then Lecter goes, aren't roosters supposed to be kind of mean and scary looking? Yeah, scary looking. Frosh agreed. I'm not scary looking, and I'm not mean. Well, you're gonna have to make up for it for all those terrible things you guys said about me. And then Foul Chopper are like, damn it, fine. And then one of them says, and by the way, we haven't even told you our names. I think I got it. Reuben, Juniper, Marcus, and Sunny. There, happy? Yeah, so I think that's it for now. I hope. Oh, jeez. I was just trying to do something nice. What have I gotten myself into? Oh. So anyways, thank you so much for listening and watching. I'm just doing this for people who like Rooster Teeth and people who like Fairy Tale. So I just want to bring the two together, okay? Is that a problem? No, I didn't think so. So, thank you so much for listening and watching. See you next time.